When I was 12 years old, my karate coach came to my home with an AK-47 shouting, "You have 1 hour to leave or be killed." And that's before he took my dad and older brother to a concentration camp. My name is Kenan Trebincevic. My Bosnian Muslim family was exiled in the Balkan War and came to the United States in 1993 when I was 13. My book's name is The Bosnia List, a memoir of war, exile, and return. So I wanted a list just to confront all these people who harmed us in any way. The trip itself brought back these really bad memories. For 10 months living in Bosnia, we were tormented by neighbors, we were spat on. Soldiers would come in and take anything they wanted from us. So one of the top 3 things on the list were stand at the grave of my first betrayal karate coach to make sure he's really dead, visit the concentration camp in which my father and brother were imprisoned, and confront the next door neighbor who stole from my mother. I hated seeing my mother being humiliated by Petra, that was her name. She would come in our apartment as if it was hers. She was one of those who said, "Oh my God, look what they did to us. Look what those monsters did to you when they threw you out of the apartment." And meanwhile, she used to laugh when we used to get thrown off a checkpoint and come back. The last time I saw my Serb coach, Pero, he was armed, pointed his finger at me and laughed out loud. And I stopped, I looked at him, and under my breath I said, "I hope you die." I wanted to stay above him and say, "Look at you, look at me now," and being like staying on his grave. Because I'm moving, I'm living in the States, I have a great job, family, friends. He lost everything he had due to his stupidity.
Elsewhere, at Brčko, the authorities denied the existence of a camp, in spite of evidence that people had been living there.
When Red Cross was coming to document atrocities, most of the detainees were sent to another camp, while a small group was released. And my dad and my brother were released.
But senior Serbian officers confirmed there were Muslim prisoners, there was a camp, and it was here at the harbour.
And now you see this huge complex, and keep in mind this was a complex where I played hide and seek growing up, and there was a hill above the camp which we used for sledding. So we walked down, went into the gates, and now the warehouse where they used to store sugar, oil, and whatnot, now it's turned into a business. And the warehouse was repainted pink, so now it looks like a dollhouse. You know, I never really made full sense of how and why we survived. And I believe I was like a mouse in a maze, where every time I remember a story, there would be one more roadblock I had to find my way around. So while at first I felt like a young victim who lost his young childhood, in the end, I came to realize how amazingly lucky we were.